Hello, it's Mark Wickham here, Amazon #1 best-selling author of Effective Pricing for Accountants. And in this short video, I'm going to share with you why you need to build a niche or niches and why that will generate greater profitability. In fact, in this short video, I'll share with you why, but also the 3 different types of niche that you could build. I'm going to share some big tips, and also I'm going to talk about how you demonstrate your expertise. I run a number of mentoring groups with accountants, and in one of my groups, Kay Westmoreland posted an interesting question on the Facebook group, the mentoring group, and as you can see from the screen, she asked about niches. And so I thought I'd share a video sharing some thoughts on niches, why you need to build niches, the 3 different types, some big tips, and how to demonstrate and how to build a niche. So firstly, why? Well, the reason why you would want to think about building a niche is it's been proven time and time again that people that niche and have a very specific customer base make more profit than generalists. You only have to think of the medical profession and compare the general practitioner with the brain surgeon. The brain surgeon makes significantly more money. So when you have a niche, a real focus, you'll find that firstly it's easier to demonstrate and show you're the expert and therefore win more clients. You will win more clients in that niche when they can see that you are the expert compared to all the other accountants out there. And it also means that because they want to choose you as the expert, you can also charge higher prices. It all means higher profits. So that's why you want to think about building niches. So let me talk about the 3 different types of niche. There are essentially 3 types of niche. The first one, and the first that springs to mind, is an industry sector niche. So that might be, for example, specialising in dentists, for example, doctors, lawyers, are the 3 perhaps most common ones, but there are many, many other niches that you can get into. For example, an accountant I work with called Shaz, he works with daycare nurseries is one of his niches, and he has a fantastic presence in that particular niche, in that area. So you could think about one of the niches as being specific industry types. The second niche that you could think about is in terms of your service areas, your service line deliveries. So for example, the most obvious one I guess is you could decide to specialise in tax planning, or it could be a very, very narrow focus. It could be, for example, you want to specialise in, for example, tax planning for high net worth individuals. It could be VAT planning. The more specialist you are in a particular service, the more scope there is to charge higher fees and make more profits. Another area that you might want to niche in is business growth or business consulting, profit improvement. So that's the second type of niche that you could think about in terms of what particular services do you want to be an expert in and specialise in. And the third type of niche is you could think about the types of client, not a segment this time, but clients that fit a certain type of profile. So the obvious one that springs to mind is business startups. You could become a specialist in business startups. Or another example, another accountant that I work with called Nick down in Kent, he specialises in UK subsidiaries of overseas companies. And that's one of his niches, and it's very, very profitable. So there's 3 distinct areas. So if you're wondering about how do you create a niche and you want some ideas, think about those 3 areas. Now, one of my big tips for you is that you don't have to restrict yourself to just one niche. You can have multiple niches. So for example, Kay in her Facebook post mentioned an extraordinary accountant called Rob Walsh of Clear Vision. He has 2 niches. One of those niches is dentists, which is an industry sector, and this is his book, and he also specialises in business owners that want to build more profitable businesses, and he focuses around helping clients develop their vision and business consulting. So he has those 2 different niches. So you don't have to restrict yourself to one niche. You can have as many niches as you want. Also, second tip, what makes you qualify to focus on a particular niche? Well, my view is that if you have 3 or more clients in a particular sector or with a particular profile, then you could argue that you're a specialist in that type of client. So if you have 3 contracting clients, for example, then that's a great start to then focus on that type, because you've already got 3 clients that you're starting to learn about and how their business works. And once you learn that and create some material around that, which we'll talk about in a second, then you can look for more clients of that particular type. Another tip though is, whilst you can have multiple niches, and whilst niches are a great thing to do, if you've currently got a very general practice with a wide range of different clients, then to change overnight and focus on just one niche and put all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak, may cause some problems, because it takes some time to build up your niche. You need to allow time to focus on that. So don't ignore your existing accounting practice, but choose the 2 or 3 niches you want to focus on and start to gradually, bit by bit, build on those niches. So my last thing I want to cover is then, once you've decided that you want to explore 1 or more niches, one of the things you then need to do is to demonstrate that you are the expert in that particular niche. Because until you can demonstrate your expertise, then why would someone in that particular niche area want to work with you rather than the accountant down the road? So you have to demonstrate your expertise. So I'm going to give you 3 ideas, 3 ways that you can demonstrate that you are an expert, what I call the credible expert, and give a strong and compelling reason why a business would choose you over another accountant. The first of those is, you should think about running seminars or webinars, because seminars and webinars have been proven to be one of the most powerful ways of winning new business, and also for cross-selling existing services to existing clients. Seminars are incredibly powerful and one of the most powerful marketing tools available, particularly when you want to niche. So if I use an example again, Rob Walsh of Clear Vision, he runs lots of seminars and webinars for dentists, and so that helps him to be seen as the expert when it comes to dentistry. The second area is, think about writing a book. Now, I showed you this one earlier. This is Rob Walsh's book, The Business of Dentistry. Just imagine the power of this book. When he goes to see a potential client, a dentist, and imagine that dentist is shopping around, they've gone to see 2 accountants. And at the end of the meeting, one accountant leaves their business card, Rob leaves them with a copy of this. Which one do you think is seen as being the credible expert and is more likely to get the business and at higher prices? It's going to be Rob. Now, that doesn't mean you have to write a 200 or 300 page hardback book. To demonstrate you're the expert with a book, it could simply be a 30-page passport-sized tips booklet. And I help accountants and teach accountants how to write books, because it's very, very easy. In fact, I can teach you how to write a book in just 90 minutes. But it's an essential part of the process of demonstrating your expertise. And the third area is video. Video is the most powerful form of marketing at the moment, and video is something that really helps you to demonstrate your expertise in a niche. I'll show you on screen an example of a YouTube channel, again from Rob Walsh of Clear Vision. You can see his channel is littered with case studies, success stories, testimonials from dentists that he works with. Again, it helps to really position Rob as the expert. So you should be considering at least 1, if not all 3 of these. In Rob's case, he does seminars, webinars, he has a book, and he has videos, and it's not surprising that he's one of the most profitable and most successful accountants in the UK, and particularly in his dentistry niche. So if you want some further help with these, as I said at the outset, this was a question from Kay as part of my Facebook mentoring group. If you'd like me to mentor you and work with you and answer your questions, just like I've answered Kay's in this video, then below this email you'll find my email address. Just send me an email and ask me to more information about how I can work with you, mentor you, answer your questions and help you to build a more successful, more profitable and more enjoyable accounting firm. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button below, and if you've got any questions, you can use the comments box below to ask any questions, and feel free to share this video. Thank you so much. I'll catch up with you in another video.